First of all, I'd like to introduce you to the members of the trio. And first we have Mr. Frank Derrick on the drums. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me know when you're ready. And we have Val Schaefer on the bass. Many of you may recognize that, especially if you're familiar with the music of Georges Bizet. That was from the farandole from the L'Arlésienne Suite that he composed in 1870. And many, many years later, it became a big hit for the Les Brown Big Band, and they called it Bizet Has His Day. So we thought that would be nice to start the show with a little music by Bizet. And as you see, what we're doing here tonight, see, back in the 19th century, the musical masterpieces of the great composers graced the concert halls in Europe. But in the 20th century, they enjoyed a new home, being played by ragtime and jazz pianists, pop singers, and the big bands. So we're going to go from the music of Bizet now to the music of Tchaikovsky. And he composed the music for the Swan Lake Ballet in, I believe, 1875. And about 80 years later, a couple of composers got the idea to put lyrics to it. And it's called Warm Kisses in the Cool of Night. And here to sing it for you is the fourth member of our group, Miss Glenda Grainger. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Warm kisses in the cool of night. How sweet to know they come from you. Here in your arms, I go on a magic flight to heights no mortals ever knew. But soon the moon starts that downward climb, but before we time to say adieu, please meet my lips with warm kisses in the cool of night that stay with me the whole way through. Soon the moon starts that downward climb, but before it's time to say adieu, please leave my lips with warm kisses in the cool of night that stay with me the whole day through. Thank you.
So as you see, classical music has always been used as the source material for a lot of popular compositions. And the music of Borodin was no exception. He's a great Russian composer from the 19th century, by the way, who was a chemist during the day. He never gave up his day job, because, you know, the music business is very unpredictable. And even in Russia, 200 years ago, it still was. But a couple of composers by the name of Wright and Forrest wrote an entire Broadway show using the music of Borodin. And from the Polovetzian dances, they borrowed a melody and it became known as Stranger in Paradise. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Take my hand, I'm a stranger in paradise, all lost in a wonderland. A stranger in paradise. Oh, I stand starry-eyed, that's the danger in paradise. Mortals who stand beside an angel like you. Won't you answer this fervent prayer of a stranger in paradise? Don't leave me in dark despair from all that I've hungered for, but open your angel's arms to this stranger in paradise and tell me that I need be a stranger no more.
Well, thank you so much. And right about now, we're going to take you back to the early days of music, popular music, where they started to use the classics. The first people to do that were the ragtime pianists back in the 1912, 1914. As a matter of fact, there was a guy by the name of Felix Arndt. That name might not be familiar to you, but his most famous composition was Nola. So he wrote a piece in 1914 called The Desecration Rag, where he took Liszt's Hungarian Rhapsody and he took some other classical themes. And right about now, we're going to go ahead to the year 1918. And there was a composer by the name of George Cobb. And he decided to take Rachmaninoff's Prelude in C-sharp minor. Is everybody familiar with that piece? All right. For those of you that aren't, I'll just play a little piece. And he decided to make a little ragtime piece out of it. And legend has it, I've read, that one night Rachmaninoff was actually in the house when George Cobb played it. And they asked him, he says, well, what did you think of that piece? He says, well, I liked the melody very much, but I didn't care for the rhythm. Well, anyway, I hope you like the rhythm as we play for you the Russian Rag. and Ray. So that's how they began using the classical music. First started in ragtime piano, and along about 1918, two guys, I think Harry Archer and forgot the other fellow's name, Harry Carroll, I think. They were writing the music for a Broadway show, and they decided that a theme from the Fantasy Impromptu by Chopan would be very, very good interpolated into their song. So the resulting number is entitled, I'm Always Chasing Rainbows. And this lovely lyric, vocally portrayed for you by Miss Glenda Grainger. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Watching clouds drifting by. My schemes are just like all my dreams, drifting in the sky. Some fellas look and find a rainbow, I always look and see the rain. Some fellas make a living somehow, I never make a game, believe me, I'm always chasing rainbows, looking to find a little bluebird in the sky. Some fellas look and find the sunshine, I always look and find the rain. Some fake a never winning sometime, I never even make a game. Believe me, I'm always chasing rainbows, waiting to find a little bluebird in vain, waiting to find a little bluebird in vain. And let's stick with the music of Chopin, shall we? You know, many of his songs were made into pop tunes. Is anybody familiar with his Etude in E? Well, the Etude in E goes like this. Well, it first began to be used in the pop fields in a movie made in England in the 1930s. It was called So Deep the Night. And when it got to our shores, they gave it a new set of lyrics called No Other Love, and it became a big hit for Joe Stafford in the year 1950. And we're going to do a medley with another Chopin composition. This was the Polonaise in A flat. And it became a big hit for Perry Como when they wrote words to it in 1946, and it was called Till the End of Time. So here to sing both of those songs for you, not at the same time. Once again,
Okay.
Well, if you could sing them both at the same time, we can make a lot of money.
We could do it.
By the way, did anybody ever remember the show The Addams Family?
Yes.
Well, Carolyn Jones, who played her sister, who was a blonde named Ophelia, and she became a singer once, and she performed the sextet from Lucia, all 6 parts by herself. But we're not going to do that tonight.
Don't hold your breath.
So here we go with No Other Love Until the End of Time.
No other love can warm my heart. Now that I've known the comfort of your arms, no other love. Oh, the sweet contentment that I feel with you every time. No other love could want you so, for I was born to glory in your kiss forevermore. I was blessed with love to love you till the stars burn out above you, till the moon is but a silver shell. No other love, let no other love know the wonder of your spell. Till the end of time, long as stars are in the blue, long as there's a spring of birds to sing, I'll go on loving you. Till the end of time, long as roses bloom in May, my love for you will grow deeper and stronger every day, till the wells run dry, till the mountains disappear. I'll be there for you, to care for you through laughter and through tears. So take my heart in sweet surrender and tenderly say that I'm the one you love and live for till the end of time.
Well, thank you so much. And from the music of Chopin, we're going to go to the music of Bach. Well, actually, it's not really his music. It was written by a British pianist by the name of Alec Templeton. I don't know if anybody's familiar with that name. He was very, very popular on radio back in the 30s and 40s, and actually in the early days of television in the 50s. He was on many, many shows, and his specialty was writing pieces that combined the music of the masters with contemporary music. And he wrote pieces with names like Mozart Matriculates and Griegs in the Groove. And probably his best known composition was recorded by Benny Goodman in 1938, and it's called Bach Goes to Town. And it's a prelude and fugue as Bach would have written had he been alive in 1938. So we're going to perform it for you right now. Here's Alec Templeton's Bach Goes to Town. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was the prelude, and here's the fugue.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
That was the music about Alex Templeton. Thank you so much. And from the music of Bach, we're going to go now to Maurice Ravel, a French composer, who was very, very successful, but apparently not as successful as he would have liked. Because you see, there's a story that George Gershwin, no matter how successful he got, he still liked to study music. And on a trip to Paris, he met Ravel, and he asked Ravel if he could study composition with him. And Ravel asked him, "How much money did you make from music last year?" And after Gershwin told him, he said, "Perhaps I should study with you." But we're going to play one of his compositions called Pavane for an Infant Defunct, which was written in 1899. And in the 30s, it became a very, very big hit called The Lamp is Low. They added some lyrics to it. And a lot of the big bands recorded it. Glenn Miller, Kay Kaiser, Jimmy Dorsey. And here to sing it for you once again, we present Glenda Grainger.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Beside me in the midnight glow, the lamp is low. Dream and watch the shadows come and go. The lamp is low. While you linger in my arms, my lips will sigh, I love you so. Dream the sweetest dream we'll ever know. Tonight the moon is
And as I was saying, it was a big hit for many of the big bands. And you know, the big bands were, the leaders of the big bands were divided on whether to take classical music and play it in a jazz feel. For instance, Duke Ellington took the entire Nutcracker suite and he played it in a swing arrangement. But Count Basie said, before I desecrate those beautiful masterpieces, I'd sooner quit the band business. So you're going to be the judge. Is this an honest homage to the great music of the past, or is it a sort of a desecration? But we'll let you be the judge. And now we're going to do the music of Leon Cavallo. People out there, are you familiar with Leon Cavallo? Okay, well, Leon Cavallo wrote operas. As a matter of fact, he's best known opera is Pagliacci, and I'm sure you know the aria Vesti la Juba. But he also wrote popular songs as well. Back in Italy in the 1890s, one of his compositions was called Mattinata, which literally means morning. And as you can see, it's because I don't speak Italian, but back in the 1940s, lyrics were added to it, and they changed the rhythm from 3/4 time to 4/4 time, and it became a big hit for all the Italian crooners. Jerry Vale, Al Martino, Dean Martin, they all recorded it. It's called You're Breaking My Heart. 1, 2, 3.
You're breaking my heart, 'cause you're leaving. You've fallen for somebody new. It isn't so easy believing. Believe after all we've been through. It's breaking my heart to remember the dreams I depended upon. You're leaving a slow dying ember. I'll miss you, my love, when you're gone. I wish you joy, though teardrops burn. But if someday you would want to return, please hurry back and we'll make a new start, dear. Till then, you're breaking my heart. L'aurora di bianco vestita, che all'uscio dischiude al gran sol, vecchia con del fiore sudita, a pensare fiore suo. I wish you joy, though teardrops burn. But if someday you should want to return, please hurry back and we'll make a new start, dear. Till then, you're breaking my heart.
Well, you know, we began the show tonight with the music of Bizet, so I think we should do some more music by Bizet. And one of his greatest works was the music for Carmen, an opera that he composed in 1875. And even though Carmen is regarded as one of the greatest operas ever, when it first came out, it was a huge flop. And the critics really panned it. And Bizet died actually thinking he had been responsible for the worst opera disaster in history. But we would like to do for you right now a song that comes from the opera entitled the Toreador Song, and we gave it a little bit of a Latin feel.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, thank you so much. We would like to conclude the evening with, again, some music from the pen of the great Chopan. And he wrote a piece in the 1830s called the Prelude in E minor. That was a very, very melancholy piece. As a matter of fact, it was so melancholy that Chopan requested it be performed at his funeral. And The melancholy was not lost on a Brazilian composer by the name of Antonio Carlos Jobim, because he wrote another melancholy song called Insensite, and in English it was recorded as How Insensitive. In the 1960s it became a big hit, and we're going to perform the original prelude for you, and then we're going to perform How Insensitive.
I must have seemed when he told me that he loved me. How unmoved and cold I must have seemed when he told me so sincerely why he must have asked. Did I just turn and stare in icy silence? What was I to do? What can you do when a love affair is over? asked, did I just turn and stare in icy silence? What was I to do? What can you do when a love affair is over? It's over. It's over. How insensitive.
Well, we certainly hope everyone enjoyed the program, and once again, we'll leave it up to you whether, the what they call jazzing the classics or popularizing the classics, whether it's a good idea or not. But we enjoy it, and we hope to be back and see you all again with part 2 of our program, which includes many, many more popular adaptations of classical music. And once again, give a big round of applause to Glenda Grainger, our vocalist, Frank Derrick, our drummer, and our bassist, Mr. Val Schaefer.
And Gary Lawrence, the producer and the instigator of this, Gary Lawrence on piano.
Thank you so much. And until we meet again, I want to wish each and every one of you the best of health and happiness.
Thank you.